Please listen to this story carefully, because it is not just the story of one man, it could easily be your story too. Life always gives us chances to change. But if you don't wake up in time, no one can save you, no matter how much they love you. The story begins with a man named Romesh, who is now 48 years old. When he looks back on his life, the only thing he sees is regret, things he could have done differently but didn't. This regret was created by himself. Romesh's childhood was like any other child's. But while other children had dreams, studied hard, and planned for the future, Romesh lived only for the present. He refused to listen to his parents' advice. To him, studying was a burden, and life was meant only for fun. He didn't realize that his laziness and carelessness as a young boy were silently destroying his future. At first, Romesh's life seemed full of joy. Every day felt like an endless holiday, no homework, no responsibilities, no worries. But he didn't realize that behind those laughs and carefree days, he was quietly undermining the foundation for his future. When he failed his 10th grade exams, Romesh's mother cried. But he shrugged it off and laughed, saying, "No worries, I'll pass next time." But that next time never came. Romesh kept failing and eventually dropped out of school. His parents were heartbroken and scolded him, and relatives like his uncle Rajesh tried to advise him. But it was all useless. Romesh remained lost in his dreamy, carefree world. The second turning point came when he was 20. His friends had started moving forward, some going to college, some starting jobs, and one even joining the army. Romesh was still wandering the same old streets, empty-handed and empty-minded. Even though he was left behind, Romesh did not wake up. He still thought he had plenty of time and lived with the mindset of "I'll do it tomorrow," until all the doors slowly closed in front of him without his knowing. The third turning point came when Romesh's father, Harish, opened a small shop for him. He hoped his son would turn his life around. "Son, work hard. Build your future from here," he said with all a father's love and hope. But Romesh closed the shop after just 2 months. He casually said, "I don't like this work." The truth was, Romesh never wanted to bear any responsibility. From then on, everything started to change rapidly. His family and friends gradually drifted away. His mother no longer advised him, just quietly saddened. His father became silent. Friends who once laughed with Romesh were now busy with work, family, and their own dreams. Romesh still sat in the familiar street corner, dreaming of an unreal world. Then the darkest day came. His mother passed away, and Romesh didn't even know. While she took her last breath, Romesh was at the cinema with friends. When he returned home, he saw everyone crying. His father sat on the ground, eyes hollow and dazed. For the first time in his life, Romesh felt what true loss meant. But by then, it was too late to turn back. After he passed 30, Romesh finally realized he needed to change. He started looking for work. But he quickly faced harsh reality: no degree, no skills, no one wanted to hire him. The years of neglecting study and responsibility had left clear consequences. Romesh had to accept manual labor jobs. Sometimes he washed dishes in a small eatery, other times he did odd jobs at construction sites. But he never lasted long at any job. He was too used to the freedom he once celebrated, which now felt like a burden holding him back. Then one day, his father, the last person who believed in him, also passed away. The house became empty and silent, just like Romesh's heart. No family, no friends, he was gradually forgotten. Relatives who once cared called him useless and a failure. Romesh truly felt left behind. Life was no longer a game. The wasted years had taken everything from him: family, future, and even himself. Today, at 48, Romesh is a tired old man with weary eyes, selling tea at a small stall near the train station. Every morning, workers come for tea and rush off, sometimes paying, sometimes promising "I'll pay tomorrow." Romesh no longer complains because he has gotten used to it. More importantly, he now understands the true value of life, something he once wasted without care. He regrets not listening to his parents, those who sincerely advised him to study and live responsibly. Their words now echo in his mind like a sad song. He realizes thinking of school as a burden was the biggest mistake he ever made. Wandering aimlessly and saying "I'll do it tomorrow" was his greatest failure. Romesh also understands that real friends are not those who hang out all day, but those who lift you up when you're about to fall. Now he has nothing but regrets. His pockets are empty, but his heart is full of pain that cannot be erased. He often sits quietly, wondering, if only I had understood sooner, maybe today I would have been my parents' pride. Now Romesh's life consists of long days at the tea stall and cold nights in an empty house. But even when everything seems lost, deep in his heart remains a small flame of hope, a single wish to warn young people before it's too late. Romesh wants to sincerely send a message to everyone aged 15 to 20, an age with the whole future ahead. He says, look at my life and learn from it. Don't repeat the mistakes I made. Time is a precious gift. Once lost, you can never get it back. He advises young people not to underestimate their parents' advice and not to see studying as a burden. Because school does not only teach knowledge but also develops thinking and character. Romesh also emphasizes, choose your friends wisely. True friends will push you forward, not pull you back. Life is not easy, but if you work hard and persevere, it will become much easier. Romesh cannot go back to the past, but you still have the chance. Don't let one day come when you say, if only I had known earlier. Romesh ends his life story with honest and heartfelt words. He does not try to hide his failures or blame circumstances. Instead, he uses his regrets and pains to warn the youth, I have fallen, but you can stand up and rise. He shares, I have fallen many times in life, you stand tall. I wasted time, you respect it. I broke relationships, you build them. I lost myself, you find yourself. Those words are not fancy, but they carry the weight of a lifetime. Romesh understands he cannot turn back time or fix past mistakes. But he hopes that by sharing his bitter experience, at least he can save someone else from going down the same path. He wants young people to realize that if today you still have the chance, act now. Don't wait until regret makes you realize how much precious time you have wasted. Because when life starts playing games with you, it won't let go easily.